Yeah. Yeah. And we back. My turn, my truth. Indeed.
Yes.
You know what? Hey. We got flavor.
Hey.
All right. Man. Let's go on fade. Let's fade it. Yeah, we back with another episode of My Turn, My Truth, because when it's your turn, you tell your truth. And who we have there? Well, first of all, y'all have the Rice Man. You see here, the Rice Man. Who else we got?
I'm Mackenzie.
And I am Mata.
All right, we got Mackenzie and Mata, and they got the fam in the house.
And missing is Morgan. I would say all her handles, but I don't know them, but I know Kennedy. I.
That's right. Hey, girl, we think about you out there. We think about you. All right, so just to kind of briefly go through what we talked about last week. We had a pretty big episode last week. We had a lot of people commenting and coming online about some of the things we were talking about. And
absolutely.
Yeah, which is a good thing.
Hey, fam, Mike. What's up,
Mike B? My boy Mike Brown. What's
commenting anyway.
What's happening? And we have an option today. I want to make sure I get out in front. We have a call-in option.
Yes.
706-707-7423. If it's a point in the show.
One.
Yeah, option one. When you call in, it's 706-707-7423. It's option one. And that'll get you live on the show. Just make sure what you say is clean and, understand this is, don't have to be. Yeah,
be who you are,
and who you are,
and we want to hear y'all voices tonight.
That's right. Be respectful of the show.
Hey, my beautiful niece, Che Nicole.
Oh, we got Che Nicole Brown on here. That's from The Pretty Spill. Check out my niece podcast called The Pretty Spill. She's awesome, and go check her out. I'll find the handle before the end of the show.
And my cousin Tapathy, Latrice Lester. Hey, fam, love you.
What's up?
Hey, Miss Maria. Always, that's Maria. Now, I want to give it out to Maria and Mike. And it's probably some other ones on here, but they're in the comments and I see them. Now, they are faithful. They're on here every Monday, and we appreciate you for that.
Yes. Indeed. So we talked about, what did we talk about, babe?
So last week we showed a clipping about, do men really value women the way that they used to back in the day? And the young lady that we showed the clipping about, she was pretty much saying no, and she agreed because you're showing everything, you're plotting everything, you're going and you're getting these BBLs and this different stuff. Your hair look the same, your lashes look the same, everything look the same, and you're not, leaving anything to the imagination. And it was a lot of good speaking points that we made and that the audience made as well in the comment session. Right. And we found out that there was a lot of chatter at our old place of employment and different groups of people that we talked to. And so we wanted to do a part 2. We found 2 more clippings that we want to play, and we want to dive back in. If you want to bring in some discussions from last week, hey, call in, put them in the chat. We will reach out, and and then we'll discuss the clippings that we're getting ready to play now.
All right.
My foot itching, my fault.
Oh my goodness.
So we understand that men and women look at things a lot different. From different perspectives when women are trying to figure out what men really want, and men trying to figure out what women really want. And if there's a disconnect, and if there is a disconnect, where is the disconnect?
Right.
On that. So we got a couple of things that we think will be fun to listen to. So we're going to go ahead and try to play our first clipping of the night.
Yeah, before we do that, shout out my boy Rod Winfrey, man. That's my brother.
Hey,
my brother, man. That's
my other son.
My first friend ever. So, what's up, man?
Yeah, man. That's
Our second son in the house.
That's my dog. That's my
Thanks
dog.
for listening, Rod.
Remember Rod was dancing on that
That stump the yard.
That stump the yard.
Don't stump the yard,
Hey, you getting trolled, man. You getting trolled, bro. All right, so we're gonna go ahead with our first clip of the night. Let's do it. Let's see. Let's see. Dress code. Let's see. It's a volume button over here somewhere. Here we go.
What his woman wears.
No. Oh my Lord. No, I don't think so.
So a question for y'all could just raise your hands too, show of hands. Do y'all want y'all man to lead the relationship? Okay. Y'all all want the man to lead the relationship. Do y'all want that man to protect and provide for you?
Hell yeah.
For sure.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Part of the man protecting you is understanding that the world doesn't owe you understanding.
True.
Meaning that there are bad apples out there of men and women. So a man having a standard of a dress code for his woman when she's going out in public is part of him protecting you from yourself of things that you may not even be aware of. I would say that the man that has more standards for his woman loves her more.
Of course.
Right? Because the man that has less standards, think about it.
Don't care.
I can have two girls. The girl that I have more standards with, everyone knows I love her more. She's not really going to the club like that. She's dressing modestly, and I keep her around in a close circle. But then I could be talking to another girl, and I don't really care what she does. I'm just hitting it. There's no emotional ties. But the girl that I have more standards for, it's obvious that I love her more.
Ooh.
Should a man care about what his woman wears?
Let me stop. All right. Let's get back to it. Where are we here? Let's go. Ooh, that's a deep one now.
Our brother Ronnie Duckworth is watching. Thank you
What's
for
up,
watching.
Duckworth? What's happening, man? So, basically saying, my man was saying, I guess there's two ways for your woman to dress. One is very sexy, risque. What you call
provocative.
And do men want their women dressed and provocative? He said there's two types of women. He said he got one that he'll be with that she can dress provocative. He don't care because he's just hitting it. And he got the one that he loves more, cares more about, that dress more modestly. And I want to figure out, what do y'all feel about that?
Well, I know nowadays women feel like they should be able to wear what they want to wear. And I guess my question to that would be, are you wearing it for you, or are you wearing it for attention? Because I can't just believe, and maybe I'm just too old fashioned or traditional, whatever you want to call it. I just can't believe that women want to walk around with their body parts all hanging out, their tits hanging out, their butt hanging out. I mean, what are you doing that for? You know how that look. And for you to just walk around with all that exposed, to me, I feel like it's because the attention that it gives you, that is some part of you want some type of validation or some type of verbal confirmation that you look good. And I now, don't get me wrong, I feel like women, if that's what they want to do, who am I to say that you can or you can't? But my thing is, if you're doing all that, what is to be desired by a man, or what is going to be a desired by a husband? Like me, for instance, I mean, what I got, that's for my husband eyes only. That ain't for nobody else's eyes. And I know a lot of people are single and they feel like, well, maybe that's how they go get their husband. But according to what I'm listening to with the guys, I mean, they go hit you, but they ain't go wife you.
That's big. We actually polled this today at work. We actually talked to a couple of ladies, talked to a couple of guys. We had two guys at work said that if he met a woman and she was already dressing provocative when he met her, he wouldn't try to change her.
Okay. He
would just rock with it because that's what he met her from, dressing like that, a little over the top. We had another one said he wouldn't care at all. He liked that. He loved the attention that this girl would get. So I said, attention when you she's with you, or do you not mind? I want to be specific. Do you mind her dressing equally as provocative when she's not with you? When she's going out with the girls, or she's going to the club, or she's going out to happy hour, she's doing whatever she's doing. Do you also not care if she dresses provocatively when she's not with you? He said, "Oh, I ain't got nothing to worry about. I'm confident in me, and all like that." He said he wouldn't care. Talk to a third guy. Make sure I give y'all all the context.
Number 3.
Guy number 3 said no. His woman, the one he wants to wife or be his exclusive woman, he does not want to be dressing provocative. That's for him. He wants her to dress a little more. She can dress sexy when she's with him.
Okay.
Because it makes him look good. Dudes around slapping like, boy, he got him one over there. He got him a killer. Ooh. And he feels empowered. He feels like, yeah, that's mine. He says, so dressing sexy when she's with him is cool. All right, but the without him, nah, he don't want that. And went to me and I said, look, I do not want that's for me. I want my woman to be sexy when she is with me. When we're out, we're going out. I got her on my arm. That's my arm candy. That's my baby. Everybody can envy me, but cannot have what I have.
Right.
But when she goes out solo, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather her tone it down some because I feel like that's advertising. Right. I feel like that is obviously you're looking for something else that you don't have. Either I'm your man right now, she just ain't got the one she want yet, but I feel like she's striving for attention, and any woman that's seeking attention that much will get it.
Yeah.
And do you want your woman out there getting that kind of attention at all times? Because it's gonna be the men gonna be coming up when she's dressing provocative. Men gonna be coming up to her all the time. Absolutely. Telling her what they can do for her.
Absolutely.
Giving them their spiel, telling her how much money he got and what he'll do for you, what he'll buy you, what he'll do for you. He'll take you away from this. You don't have to work. You have to do this. You have to do this. All of that. And it's going to be somebody taller than me, better looking than me, got more money than me, a better car than me, a better house than I have. And she's going to be consistently receiving offers like that because of how much attention she's getting from how she's dressed. Do I really want that when I'm not around? Is she strong enough to take that when I'm not around? What'll happen when a bigger, better model, faster model comes along? What would she do then?
And even the guy said in the clip, he said that, a lot of times, and not only that, the attention all the time it's attention that you're getting. But what he was saying that, men normally do that not just for the sake
what they want to wear.
And not just for the sake of what they have on when they're without them, but the level of protection. Because they said that they can protect their woman or their wives in ways that women don't even think of, because you got some very perverted people out there, y'all.
Right.
And then you dress like that. And the first thing they say, and I watch a lot of Law and Order, or whatever the case may be, well, she was dressed like that. She was asking for it, and da 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 da. And we know that that's not the truth, and that's not the case. But it's some sick people out there, and you're advertising and flaunting all that stuff out there like that. Then you just making them people do what they are, like not thinking like a naturally wired person will come up to you and maybe attack you. Lord forbid that. But I'm going to pause right here and say, hey to my sis, Tracy Rice Moore.
What's up, T-Mo?
And I also want to say, Maria Finney said, real women who respect themselves and know their worth don't do that. Absolutely. I totally agree. Veronica Love, hello, good evening, good people.
What's up, Veronica?
She said that she can be sexy with clothes. Excuse me. That was Maria. She can be sexy with clothes on. And Phyllis Lloyd said, yes, I love to be cute 24/7.
24/7. And what's up, Kevin Keller? What's up, my boy? What's happening with you, man? Hey, look.
And there's a number. I'm sorry. Okay. There's a number, you guys, if y'all want to actually call in and just speak or answer a question or give comments, there is a number that's scrolling, or it's on the screen. Yeah. So you guys can call in too as well.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I feel like, you definitely can be cute without being overly provocative.
Right.
Like, I think it's a fine line. You can be sexy and not overly provocative. I mean, you can be sexy and not too revealing. You can be beautiful at all times and leave something to the imagination. Because I'm telling you, I'm a man, and I'm always honest on this show.
Yeah.
When we see you advertising tits and ASS, right? When we come to you, we want what you're advertising.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
And nothing else.
Yes, right. If I see the commercial, and this is the commercial, and I find they come to that store, which is you, I want what you're advertising.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I want. And I'm going to wonder how I talk to you is going to be dependent on what you're advertising.
Right.
If you're advertising professional, but beautiful and clean, sexy, but respectful.
Right.
It's a different level of, man, she bad, but I can't come to her crazy.
Correct.
So my conversation to you is going to be different than your tits and ASS hanging out, and you bending over and twerking and dancing on your girl and slapping her butt, and y'all having all the fun. This is cool. It's all cool. But you're going to get approached differently.
Right.
Based on how you looking, and that's just a fact. And for everybody, and I don't mind women saying, look, I should be able to dress how I want to dress. It's my body. I feel sexy when I dress like this. Hey, by all means, do you just understand you're going to get what bait you're putting out there.
Correct.
That's all I'm saying.
Always.
Absolutely.
We're not trying to like take y'all rights away. Like he said, like we're not trying to make it seem like, oh, y'all got to do this, y'all got to do that. But yeah, you reap what you sow.
And then it's a lot of things as far as dating and as far as going over to the next level. Because I thought I saw Mike put in there that it's bars like or levels to this, and it really is, because it's like we were having a conversation earlier today, and we were saying like, pretty much, what are you looking for? Are you in your fun stage of life? Are you in your settle down stage in life? Like, what stage of life are you looking for, and what stage of life are you at? And then know that when you're in your fun stage of life, or you're with a guy that's in his fun stage of life, but you're in a stage of life where you're looking for a husband, but you're dressing provocative, or you being, overly sexual, or whatever the case may be. And then you're thinking this man is wanting to wife you, and he's just having fun, and he's not on that same level that you're at. Even if this is what you do, he is looking at you as, like Marlon was saying earlier, as just advertisement. That's what you're putting out there. This is the stage of life I'm in. This is just the game that we're playing right now. And don't try to catch feelings for me, because I'm not on that level.
Like we call that in the business term in sales a bait and switch.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a bait and switch.
Exactly.
If you're gonna catch me with the over sexual thing, then when I get with you and you want me to respect your mind and your thoughts and all like this, and it's like, okay, I'm getting something that I didn't think I was getting. I thought I was going to get me a good time. I thought I was going to have some fun. I thought this was going to be, if you dress provocative, I might come up to you and say, what's happening. I mean, this is if I was single, of course, y'all understand that. If you dress, if I might come up to you and be like, what's happening? You know what I'm saying? What's going on? What we trying to do? I'm trying to see you, and I'm trying to get right to it. You hear me? Where we going? Where you going tonight when you leave here? We come to the crib. We can sit down and talk some more. We have some more drinks. I'm trying to get to what I think you advertise.
Right.
If you professionally dress, you look nice, you're beautiful. I might come to you and say, hey, you got in the room for a new friend. I'm just trying to be friends. I'm good. I'm a good listener. I'm a good talker. I know you got room for a new friend. I'm good with DIY. I can help you with this. We can talk professional.
Yeah, the approach is different.
But the whole approach is different because of what you're advertising. So I'm gonna come at you a little differently.
Right.
So don't be mad when you get guys come up to you and they ready to hit. They ready to smash.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what you're advertising. It seems like that's what you're gonna end up getting.
Right.
I agree.
100%.
So, and really the reason, again, we were just looking at, or piggybacking off of the conversation that we had last week, because it was like a lot of buzz behind it.
Right.
And it was not necessarily just in this vein. It was also in the vein of the respect level and the value worth that you have for yourself. As women, we have to make men value us, and I just don't believe that because the way we are, being very provocative or being very sexual beings, that they're valuing us per se. They're valuing what they want from us at that point, not who you are. And you just have to make sure. I saw a lot of comments from women on here pretty much saying that you can be sexy with clothes on. And it just depends on what you want and what you are. We're not bashing anybody. We're not shaming anybody. You dress how you want to dress. I like to dress sexy sometimes, but I'm going to do that with my man. I like to be a little bit, now I ain't going to be provocative where you go see all my stuff, because nobody ain't going to see that but him. But I like, I got curves. I think I got a fine body.
Yeah,
you know what it is. So, I like to show off a little while, especially when I'm in the gym and I'm getting my abs and, I'm doing my little butt lifts and all that kind of stuff like that. I be wanting to show myself, but there's a line that I will never cross. And I don't know if that's just like because of the culture that we living in, our community, the songs that we listen to, right. the Sexy Reds and the Nicki
Minaj.
Thank you. Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion, and everybody just oohing and ahhing over them. And then, us everyday women, we would feel like, okay, well, we can do that too. We can do that too. But that's them ladies' professions. They getting paid millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars to do that. Right. And you doing it for free.
Yeah. And when you hear the songs and you see the little kids on YouTube dancing and rapping, Megan and Sexy Red and all these girls, you're like, oh, they're too young for that. And it's like, I don't think that's tasteful. Everybody laugh, oh, do that twerk, girl. And she like 3 years old and she twerking and she doing the dance, because we're over sexualizing our children too early. This is what they're seeing. I mean, they literally are just emulating what they see.
You are absolutely correct. I'm sorry to cut you off, but he is absolutely correct. Me and my daughter, y'all, we were in the grocery store this past weekend. We were in Walmart, and this little girl, she couldn't be no more than 3, cutest little girl in the world, and y'all, she was twerking, and her dad and mom was just having a regular conversation, and me and Morgan was just looking like,
do you see her?
Do you see her? Do you see her? And she was doing it good too, better than I can do. And I was like, what is going on? And I was like, Morgan, they don't care. They really don't care. And they just walked on up the aisle like it was just normal.
And I feel like that's a big problem too with our generation. Not enough people care. Nobody care no more. Like, it's just, it is what it is, and that's not how it should be.
Yeah,
not right now. That's not how it should be,
We have gotten desensitized to that type of stuff, because we see it all the time. Like, right. If it was 20 years ago we saw that, we'd be like, you whoop that little girl. Like, get your little girl and whoop her a little fast. But because that's what the old school would have did. But now, since we see it on TV every day, every show has it. I mean, every song has it. Now it's like, it doesn't even stand out as wrong or premature or anything, because we just see it all the time. And that's what social media does to us. It desensitizes us to a degree that nothing bothers us. We see murder on TV all the time. We don't even care anymore.
Right.
We see, shootings, school shooting. We're like, man, another one.
Right.
We see little girls twerking and rapping and cussing on songs. The little boys holding their daddy gun up, and they're like 5 years old, and they rapping. They got the little kids got the money they doing, and we're like, oh, look at them.
Right.
That's how we've come in like 15, 20 years. This is where we are. And how do we fix it, or do we need to fix it?
I don't think we can fix it, honestly, because we are all individuals. I mean, I wouldn't dare say that we shouldn't try. That's not what I'm saying at all. Because you can raise your little girls, you can raise your young men to have respect for themselves and have respect for one another, and it can start there. But as far as what the community in hip hop, sad to say, is feeding our children, I just think that that's just going to be a part of them. And back in the day when we was watching hip hop, we had the Aaliyahs, we had the TLC, Crazy Sex Cool, and they didn't show all that, and they still was sexy. Yes, I'm saying they were sexy because I know when I see a sexy woman.
But they were starting to.
But
yeah, we were starting to evolve into
it was
this
starting
era.
to. I mean, of course they had the little the crop tops,
condoms on their eyes.
That's what I'm talking about. The actual clothing. I mean, Aaliyah had on, baggy pants, and we seen her with one video where she had a skirt on with a little hot top, and we was like, oh my gosh, she dressed like that because she always dressed, tomboyish.
Right.
But it was she still had a sexiness to it. But now you see you got on a thong, just stuff covering your butt crack, and you have on basically no clothes at all. What you laughing at?
First of all, what's up, Adrian? Our cousin.
Oh,
Adrian. Well, hold on. Adnan Hassan.
Yeah, call
what's
him
up,
by
what's
his
up?
Facebook
What's
name.
up, Adnan?
He said it's all sexy red fault.
He said it's all sexy red fault.
I believe that too.
She plays a big part of it. A big part of this.
She is a big part of it.
We can't blame it all on sexy.
I said she's a big part.
Yeah. She like 29%.
And Phyllis Lloyd Jones said, those young ladies should be more vintage than provocative, especially if they want someone to really care about them. Correct. Don't be so fast to jump in the sack because they are going to be telling everyone.
Absolutely.
Men do tell. Women do too, though. But
women do too. Tell. But men are even lie about theirs, even if they did or didn't. They say they did just to get props. So
that's crazy.
It is crazy. It's crazy out there, y'all. It's crazy out there. Hey, Jake is watching. Hey, Jake, I'm one of our classmates.
What's up, Jake?
Thank you for watching.
And what else? So let's see. Maria Finney said, right when they are twerking, that sounds off the wrong alarm and they get the wrong attention.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And Maria Finney also said, real women who respect themselves and know their worth, they don't do that.
Absolutely. So back to the question is this something that we can change or do we just need to leave it alone? What do you think about that? That was your question.
It's each one teach one. I feel like, yes, we got to change the narrative. I started talking last week. And yes, I'm an old rapper. I used to be on stage. I used to be doing this stuff like that. You couldn't tell me this in my 20s. I wouldn't have listened to you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have heard you. I was a knucklehead. So I understand there's a big crowd out there that's not going to hear me because they're not at my stage of life. But when you live, you learn. You start to see things with a different lens. And now I'm almost ashamed to see some of this stuff. My old album that I made, I don't even play it. I don't let anybody hear it because I'm ashamed of the language. I'm ashamed of some of the stuff I used to say. It sounds so ignorant now that I'm more mature.
Right.
I would say that, but we have to change the narrative. At some point, we have to protect the future because if we go on at this rate, what is it going to be like? Like what's we going to expect? It's 2024, so in 2034, what's it going to look like if we don't make some type of change in our value system and what we value the most? And I know, ladies, it's a niche out there for that look. If you want to have fun, and you dress like that, you will have fun.
Right.
If that's what you're going for, that's exactly what you're gonna get. And men also, if you choose to have that woman on your arm, understand how you got her, you know what I'm saying, and what she's still putting out there for everybody.
Right.
If that's what you're looking for, and man, it works for you. So for the people out there that's in that level of having fun, then have your fun, man. Have your fun. But at some point, you got to understand, you won't be able to erase your past.
You won't be.
It's not going. You don't have a do-over. You know, you don't have one of them lights like on Men in Black. They flash you. You forget everything. People still going to remember everything you did, everything you posted, your social media, when you post your pictures and your Instagram and your all that. Yeah. I mean, the Snapchat and everything. It's out there forever.
Yeah, it is.
And when you get ready to change your life and say, now I'm looking for a husband, now the people that have disqualified you, the men that have said she not wifey material, you're not going to be able to get them guys back. Yeah. The ones that's trying to make it and do good and really want a wife, they going to pass you by and try to find somebody that reflects the value system that they want for their baby mama. You know what I'm saying?
Their baby
the mother
mama
of their children
and their daughters.
That's right. So,
and their sons that they're raising to be gentlemen.
Right. When you're looking for the nurturer who gonna nurture your children, you're gonna look for a different type of value system in a woman. And ladies, you can't get that back.
Right.
Your body count, once it's up, you can't make it go back down.
Y'all,
I'm serious. It ain't gonna go back down.
I agree with men about the body count. I mean, men and women can't be the same on that. I 100% totally agree. But I know I got some friends or some coworkers out there, and they're like, I mean, y'all don't want no ran through girl. We don't want no ran through man. And I can absolutely agree with that. However, y'all, it is a difference. It really is a difference.
Because y'all don't care like we care. Y'all ain't showing that care like we care. If she out there like that and we settle down like, nah, I ain't even give you a no. Go on. But if y'all see a fine dude or something like that, y'all, it don't matter how many he don't have. It won't matter. I'm not talking to you or your or in specific, but in all of the majority that I've seen, it don't matter.
I think it go back to what we said last week. Men want something that's exclusive to them. They don't want a woman on their arm that everybody has been with, and they can go down to the local grocery store, go to the freaking barbershop, and you in a serious relationship with someone that they not hit. That ain't a good conversation for no man nor woman. I shall say, but I feel like y'all that's like real high on y'all priority list.
Because women don't ask men what their body count is.
Yeah, they do.
No.
Hey, our friend Daryl is watching.
It ain't gonna matter.
Hey, y'all, hey, Daryl, thank you so much for watching. If y'all need to get in shape, I need y'all to go to Right Way Fitness.
Right Way Fitness.
He is the owner. He founded it some years ago and it is thriving. He does boxing. His kids is really, really good at it. Y'all need to go down there. And if you want to get right for the summer, go see Daryl. Yeah, Right Way Fitness.
You want to get right in general.
Yeah, in general. That's it. Yeah, but anyway.
You're really supposed to get right in the winter for the summer.
Yeah. You do, but summer right here now.
Well, that's too late.
Okay, wait. We kind of getting off topic.
But yeah, I'm gonna say this: the body count thing. My last thing to say this: when men have a body count, it ultimately looks like he had a lot of experience.
Yes,
like it's not a knock against men when they have a high body count. It's just he'll better teach you something,
right? And
he's experienced.
And then
women, it doesn't look like experience with you,
right?
What it look like?
It look like sluttyism. You know what I'm saying? And it does. And I'm not talking about women. I'm not talking about 5, 10, even 15. I'm not even.
So what's the magical number?
20, but if you a woman and you're in your 20s and 30s and your body counts in the 30s, 40s, and 50s, 60s.
That's just
it's a problem with that. We're not gonna want to wipe that. And some women do have body counts in that number range.
I can't believe that. But
that's ridiculous.
I mean, I'm sure it's
right. If you 60 and you've been with 30 men, it's like that ain't really might not be a lot at 60, but at 20, 25, and 30, 35, that's a lot.
Yeah, you need to go ahead and sign that contract. So
I'm just saying. There is no reset button.
Yeah.
just to throw that out there.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
So we had another video we want to watch as well.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's see what we got. All right. I'm going to throw this back on there. And let's see if I can get to the second video. And maybe I can't. Here we go.
You don't have to ask a man how much money he makes. Just like a man doesn't have to ask a woman what's her body count. We know that those are the two most important things to the opposite gender.
Right.
But the key thing is about being aware, right? So I already know if I'm talking to a woman, well, it's a high probability if she's on a stripper pole or she has an OnlyFans or she's posting all these promiscuous pictures on IG that her body count will be higher. So that means that I'm going to have some discernment in the woman I choose. I'm going to choose to wife up the woman and give her a relationship. The woman that doesn't have those promiscuous pictures. The woman that isn't always out all the time. Now let's reverse it. Now when it comes to a man and he can't plan a date. He's like indecisive with what he wants to do. So key, well, leaders are decisive. If he's indecisive, that's a red flag. So this would be a guy that doesn't have the traits that I'm looking for a long-term relationship. So this is what I'm saying. You have to have discernment. The facts is that you ladies don't have any discernment. So then you're just living in la la land and living in delusion land, and you choose a and you have zero accountability when you find out that he's broke, a bum, and he only wanted to smash.
That's a fact.
You don't have to ask a man how much money he makes. Just like a man.
I know. I'm trying to stop it. I'm getting it back. I will get it back. There we go.
So that's basically what we were saying. I forgot that was going to go into all of that, but that's basically what we're saying about you. It's just the different things that women look at and men look at in the value of choosing a relationship partner.
Right.
So when they're really ready to settle down for a relationship, like we said, if you're out there having fun and you just doing your thing, I really can't say nothing to you because you ain't in that headspace, you ain't in that mindset. But if you're in that mindset and you're looking for your wife or you're looking for your husband, it's certain standards, there's certain qualities that you're looking for. And men, they're telling us, ladies, the number one thing they're looking at is somebody that don't have a high body count. Number one, that's number one on the list. And then, like he was saying, as for women goes, they're looking for somebody that can provide for them, not take care of them, and they don't hold their own weight and bring nothing to the table. That ain't what I'm talking about. But they're looking for somebody who is just secure in who they are and able to provide for them. And I would take it even further outside of financially. I want you to be able to provide for me physically, financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I'm going to need you to cover all those areas, which my husband does.
Thank you, babe.
But that's some of the things that women looking for. And then when you have the superficial women, they're looking for the 6'5", the dark skin, the bright skin, whatever you prefer, the cars, the houses, the six figures. The superficial women are out there looking for those things. And when I say superficial, I mean for the women that are asking for those things, but you can't even bring half of that to the table, right, is what I'm saying. Or you don't want to help build your man to that status. You want, like my son said last week, you want a ready-made man or a ready-made husband. But you're not willing to help him get to what you expect him to do for you and your family.
Right. I just like the part he said, just be aware, use your discernment. That's a real thing. On the first dates, first couple dates, man, be aware. Like, pay attention. Don't be so drunk in love that you just, you got the one that you think is cute. You got the one that you wanted, and you just totally just looking at it in the date. Pay attention to what she say, how she do, and vice versa. She need to pay attention to what he say and what he doing, so you don't end up getting trapped or end up having to send that hard text or end up doing like, oh man, I shouldn't have. Damn, I don't messed around. I ain't know. I don't bought a wolf ticket. Like, you need to just pay attention. Because I have a girlfriend. She's right here. It's a soon to be wife, fiance, and I'm just saying I pay attention to everything she say, even on purpose when she not thinking I am, or I listen to everything she say and I take it into consideration. Like, okay, so I woke up and I chose to love her again because of how she responded and how she acted. Like, oh, she's still the same Ariel that I asked out 3 years ago. She's still the same woman. She ain't changed up.
That's good.
So you just pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. Pay attention.
Wow, some young nuggets right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm with that. So I'm gonna ask a question, and that's what do women really want from a dude? That you trying to get with. What do you really want? And I know I hear the superficial things, and maybe that's just the truth. I don't know, but what I hear from women online, which I don't believe, I want to do. He's 6'3" to 6'5". He can this. He a thug. He can fight. He's smart. his wiener hanging down to his knees. He can put it down. He got a long dome. And I'm telling you that he got to be long and strong. He got to be that dude in the bed. If I could take him to the hood, somebody mess with me, he'll slap dog crap out somebody.
So the builder man, like Mackenzie said.
You got these requirements. He got to be decisive. He got to have money. He got to have the car. He got to have some swag. and then I like them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but
that's
if those things are not there, like,
what do you really want?
what women are looking for?
What do you really want?
Because when I talk to other women, I hear I want security. I want somebody
protection.
who I can feel like I'm safe with this dude. I feel like, the bill's gonna get paid. I feel like, these things are gonna happen. I feel a safeness with how this is going. I don't feel like I'm gonna be sitting on the curb with my furniture with this dude. You know what I'm saying? With an eviction notice. They want somebody who can take care of them, somebody who's ambitious or something like that. But what is the real ticket of what women want?
Y'all gonna chime in, ladies. Again, we have the phone number right there, or you can put your information in the comments. I mean, I think a lot of women on here are either married or very mature in their way of thinking, and it go past the superficial stuff. Now, this younger generation, because of the Sexy Reds and the Megan Stallions and whomever else, I mean, that's who they're modeling themselves after, because that's who they're listening to and that's who feeding them.
Right.
But then when you have people that are mature and have that traditional background, you not looking at material things, because a lot of things that you said, outside, of course, of the physical characteristics, were material things. So you're telling me you're not looking for a man that treats you well. You're not looking for a man that, like you said, provides a safe space for you. You're not looking for a man that is able to comfort you when you're down and cheer you up or minister to you or even encourage you when you're going through a rough time. You're looking for a house, you're looking for a car, you're looking for a bank account. Those are the things that I hear that you're saying that you're looking for. That's not the man. And that's the performance of what the man can do to give you certain things, but that's not the man. So who are you looking for? Not what things are you looking for?
Right.
And I got a question. Ronald McCray said,
but that's my boy. There you go.
Ronald McCray said, women do get with men for security as well.
Yeah.
But the question I want to ask is there two types of securities? Like, what am I securing as a man?
Oh,
do you want me to protect you while you go, do your little stuff and go outside and do all this type of stuff? You want me to crash out for you because you out here doing what you want to do?
Wow, not.
Is that the type of security you want?
You want me to
like, hey, babe, get the gun, get the blick. Hey, I don't got myself in a spot. I went to the club. You trying to mess with me? What type of security do you want? Because I'm not finna crash out for no chick that's out there doing what she want to do and then expect me to come save her. I'm not, respectfully,
that's
like,
good,
if you ain't mine, I ain't doing that. That's dead. Like, I'm not going for it.
Yeah. He grabbed your ASS because look, it was out. Everybody no man should ever touch a woman.
That's the lamest thing.
But you out there, you just half naked, somebody slap you on the back, and then you want to call your man to come through with the blick. You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
But why are you even there?
Right. Like, if I'm on the couch, like, playing the game, you call me like, yeah, I went with my girls and they're trying to touch on us. I mean, what you wearing? Nothing. I'm like, what do you like? I guess. Like, no.
But I want to go back to the question that you said, what am I actually securing? Because women do look for security in men, right. and biblically, I mean, that's what we are supposed to look for, a man, a provider, but it is levels to security. And if you live in a reckless lifestyle, I'm not there to secure your reckless lifestyle. Mm-hmm. I'm not there to secure that. But if you're living a lifestyle that represents us, that represent right. who we are as a couple, as an item, mm-hmm. then of course I'm all the way in. I mean, I can barely lift the freaking grocery bag out the car if my husband is around and my son, and they like put that down there again, unless they're busy doing something else. But 9 times out of 10, they're like, okay, they're grabbing these things for me. So, they are there to be, and I think, Miss Phyllis said it in there. They're there to be the protector. They're there right. to be the strength. They're there to be the provider. Hey, Minister Ryan Grimes, fam, what's up?
What's up, Ryan?
Hey, best barber in the city. If you need a haircut, 5-star barbershop.
And Ron is saying that yes, he meant along the lines of financial stability. Yes,
right.
and Ron, we knew that's what you meant.
Yeah,
but the way Mackenzie went with it was kind of a good conversation to have.
Right.
But we knew that you meant financial stability,
you a good guy.
And women do look for financial stability in men. Because their earning power used to be higher. I don't know. I don't even know if it's higher anymore.
I want to say what's up to my boy Rick Spivey. What's up, Rick? Right. That's my boy Rick Spivey. That's my dude.
And Val.
And hey, our neighbor. Hey.
Val, I'm checked in. What's up,
Val? She
said
she late, but she here. That's right, girl.
Yeah, that's right.
She said, "Good evening, everyone."
All right, just real quick for the fellas. This for the fellas. All right, we understand that a lot of women that are looking to settle down in marriage are looking for a man to have his life together. It's hard to do that in our early 20s. It's hard to be a six-figure earner.
That's part of the builder, man.
When you're trying to get started, you're trying to get good, you're trying to get going good, so you can get the house, the car. A lot of those things don't materialize for most guys until their 30s.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes 40s. You know, 40s, so sometimes, but let me tell you what I've heard from some women. They want a man who has ambition, a plan. A lot of women love to jump in. If they're listening to you and you saying, I'm trying to do this, and in 5 years I'm gonna have this, you got to have a 5-year plan. At this age, I'm gonna have my house. I'm saving now for this. I'm saving now for this. I'm doing this. I'm gonna work this job right now. I got the second job because I'm gonna pay this off, and then I'm gonna do this. It's different when you have a plan, bro. You know what I'm saying? If something for someone, a woman to buy into,
right?
If you just saying you live in, I don't want to say this and tick off anybody. There are a lot of people living paycheck to paycheck. I've done it, been there. A lot of people are there. But when you're looking to, most women are looking to get with a guy who is going somewhere.
Right, that's able to lead them.
That's big.
Anywhere.
That's a part of being a leader.
You can't ask for submission from a woman. It's submission to what? And you don't have a plan. You're not going anywhere. You're going to work and going home, and you're drinking, you smoking, you're getting lit. You want to beat it, and then what? Where we going? How we gonna get to the house that she wants?
Hit that button. Hit that button. That's for me. That's for me. That's for me. That's for me. That's for me.
I'm saying. So how we gonna get to where? So, and a woman who's looking for a leader or someone who can take her to the next level, she can take your dream and push this dream to reality, and elevate it and edify you and build you. You don't have any plan whatsoever. You don't know where you're going. You don't know where you just been in the same place for 10 years. You still sitting on the corner drinking with the same fellas every weekend and everything like that. It's like
let them cook.
I know I'm cooking, but I'm because I got a lot of young boys come to me and be, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? What we're trying to do. And I'm trying to say you gotta have something. You gotta get something in mind to work toward.
Yeah.
And then there are a lot of great women that'll love to buy into that.
Right. I definitely can agree because I have like a lot of young women come up to me and asking me for advice or how I did it or what did I do. And everybody's story is not the same. Yeah, I tell them when I be listening to it, I think they horror stories. I'm like, I'm so ecstatic that I'm not in the dating game because it is scary out there. Yeah. You don't know what you're getting into, who you get into with. Is it a female? Is it a male? I mean, it's some scary stuff going on out there. So I just would say, in the clipping that we just watched, as far as the young man saying to use discernment and just for some people, intuition, same thing. When you're talking to people and when you're, hanging out with people, listen to what they tell. People tell you who they are. Yeah. If you sit there and you listen to them and you watch them, they really do tell you all about themselves and they don't even realize they telling you all about themselves. You just have to sit there and listen and watch and just have a clear discernment and intuition about who you with, who you're around. And that's somebody you're willing to give your valuable time to, because when you're giving that time to those people, they can be holding you up from your significant other that you're really supposed to be with.
Right.
And that's time
my maybes.
That's time you don't get back.
Right.
That's real big. So I hadn't heard a lot of things on not in the chat line anyway of what women are really looking for from guys. Guys, what are we really looking for from women?
Right.
Because I can tell you what I'm looking for.
I can tell you too. I can tell you
what you looking for.
So I be down, man. Sometimes I be down. I mean, it's hard out here. It really is. You know, my lady keep me up.
That's big.
I mean, I ain't gotta be so hard all the time. I ain't gotta act like I got it all together. Sometimes I can really go there and be like, I ain't got it together.
Right.
I need
you can be vulnerable.
I need you to hold me. I can be vulnerable because again, growing up, the stigma as a black man is ain't no crying, tough up. Like don't tell nothing. Don't tell nobody nothing. Right. And that's hard because you're like, okay, I gotta do that. So it took me a while, and she earned that, that trust out of me that I've been stored up in me for 17, 18 years.
Yeah.
Like she legit pulled them walls on, like, come here, I got you. And it's like, that's all I want. That helped me out a lot.
That's big, son. And then and then men do need to have a safe haven, a safe place to go to, because it's hard for men. Like you said, it is really hard. Men carry a lot on their shoulders.
Right.
And I got big ones.
And a lot.
I got big. Now I got big.
And a lot of times they have no one to really talk to and be safe with. Yeah. And someone that can like build them back up where they're supposed to be. Make sure that crown stay on their head.
Right. Oh man, that's big.
Because that protection come with, I can be vulnerable, and I know she's not gonna turn around and use. Because that's one of the reasons men don't want to be vulnerable. You ain't gonna turn around and use that on me,
right?
Like you're not gonna turn around and be like, right. Well, you said, or you get into a heated argument, or you go to the next and you just go spill all my beans. Like, no, I ain't never got to worry about that.
Right.
I can be like, this really going on. I'm really telling you what's really going on. I ain't worried about the back of my head. Oh, she gonna forward on me one day. She gonna use this against me, and she gonna blackmail me and get everything she want out of me. I'll be down. I'll be down for the count. But no, I ain't never worried about that once. I ain't never worried about that once in my life, man. And that's a good feeling.
That's good. That's big.
I got my own safe haven. I can make a safe haven, and I got my own safe haven.
That's right, because you're supposed to be each other's safe haven.
That's right.
So that's good. That's good stuff. From a young man, y'all.
From a young man.
It ain't about the looks, the money. I ain't worried about that. That come and go. One day I ain't gonna have my tattoo's gonna be faded and my stomach gonna be big, and that's fine. But that loyalty gonna be there.
But you just happen to find a woman.
I did happen to find.
She has the looks and everything. Yeah. It just.
That came with prayer, fellas. Good. That came with prayer too. I prayed for mine.
And me, man, son, I'm real. I'm just like you. I want a woman to be my peace.
Yeah, you hear me? That's all I want.
I mean, I want when I'm out, because I know that if the condition of the kingdom emanates from the king.
Yes.
So if my family is in shambles, it's my fault.
Right.
If the house don't look good, it's my fault. If the cars don't work right, it's my fault, because I'm the leader, I'm the head. So I bear all those things. So when we're out there trying to struggle and get it and make it, because we know that the perception is from all the onlookers, if your wife ain't in good condition, she can't do this, she don't have what she need, it's your fault, it's my fault. But when you battling through all that and you come home, you want your woman to be your peace. I want to decompress. I want to say, come here, baby. Bring it in.
I want some food.
Give me a hug. You know what I'm saying? I got something for you to eat. I got this. Yeah. You can do it. You can make it. That promotion, you should go for it. You can do it. Ain't nobody better for the job than you. She building me and she pointing me. Because when I move up, we all move up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When I get it, we all get it.
Right.
That's consistently and telling me I got it. I can do it. We can go here.
Right.
You're the best man for this. You can do this. Right. You can start your business. Who better than you, babe? And I'm like,
and ain't no.
You're right. I think you're right, babe. So I need that. I need that consistent woman that can hold me down, that I don't have to worry about when she out there. She's giving it up and she doing all this stuff. I know she got me when I'm with her and when I'm not with her.
Right. Ain't no energy drink, no melatonin, no nothing, no long nap. It can get me more pumped up and back into my reality like no woman that got you, man.
Oh, boy,
ain't nothing you can do, no sleep, no nothing. Right. Them couple words, you got it. I'm right there with you. It don't matter the good or bad, it's good. That that'll get me. I'll throw a mountain at you.
Right.
Them words, for real. That's real big to me.
I'll give you all I got.
Yeah.
And baby, you already know it. You get the key to the safe, my heart, you got it all, because when a man, that's why I'm telling you, ladies, when a man is willing to give you everything that he has, he's gonna want a certain level of
right.
He gonna want you to be a certain kind of way.
Right. So we gonna get off this subject, y'all. This is the second time that we did this subject. The only reason we stayed on it for 2 Mondays is because of the chatter and the feedback that we were getting. Mm-hmm. So we thought that we would be having more dialogue in the inbox, but that's okay. So we will be moving away from this subject next week and going to another subject. But I want y'all to do us a huge favor, y'all.
Yeah.
We want you guys to go to our Facebook page, My Turn, My Truth, and put out there some topics that you would like to see discussed. Right. And we would love for you guys to call in and be on audio with us, or either come over in person and be with us and just chat it out. That's all we're doing. We're telling our truth from our perspective. We're providing a platform for you to speak your truth, and when it's your turn.
Also, please go to our YouTube page. We're trying to monetize this. I mean, honestly, we do want to monetize it. We need you to go to our YouTube page.
Yeah.
At My Turn, My Truth podcast on YouTube, and subscribe.
That's all.
Liking it is great. Subscribing it is fantastic. We're trying to do something positive to get back to the people and everything like that. So if you can subscribe, that's everything.
Everything, y'all. Everything.
That's everything.
All righty, then. What y'all got?
Well, that's gonna do anything y'all want to do that's special or different, or
that's good. I did see this question online. I wanted to ask it.
Okay.
It's not a question. It's just a cool question. I just thought,
what is
this? This is kind of interesting.
Because what's that?
All right. So the question is, my mom rushing me, and it is kind of wrap it up.
Yeah.
But so we can go down the road, or it don't matter who really go first. But the question is, well, it's not really a question. You choose a superpower, whatever superpower you want. And
didn't we do this one?
No, we didn't.
Okay.
But you choose a superpower you want. It don't matter who go first. And the other two people get to pick the downfall of it. Your weakness. The side effect of it. So you think you'll pick the best power, and then we can pick the side.
So you want to tear apart the choice.
The downfall. No, it might not tear apart the choice. They're saying, like, if you want super speed, you can only run super speed for like 10 seconds at a time.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I don't know. I don't know what superpower I want. So
if you could just pick one.
Let's see. If I can pick a superpower, I think I would. I don't know.
I think like last time I said, I think mine would be, I would love to be able to read minds. I would love to be able to find out what a person's intentions really are.
Right.
I think I would want to know that.
And I'll put in there, I would say you can only do that unless you laying down to bed.
What? That is crazy.
You can only lock into them powers if you just laying down. Like you can't.
Only do it like 2 or 3 times. I just feel like
if that's your superpower, that can be kind of tricky. I mean, it can be good and it can be bad.
You can do it, but you got 6 hours, 8 hours of sleep. That time frame to do it.
But if he did it all day, it's just like, what if everybody just have a real evil mind and just having evil thoughts and stuff all the time? And it's gonna make you depressed, have anxiety, and all that. It's so much negativity that can come with that.
You can do that, but you gotta fight through all the noise. You can hear everybody's.
Ooh.
You just gotta pick and choose.
Yeah, that's too much.
Kind of. Yeah.
So what's yours?
I continue to use my discernment.
So what's yours?
I always wanted to be able to like teleport, not fly, just teleport.
So
flying, I just want to be there.
You just teleport from here to Hawaii, there,
or here to wherever.
Okay.
And I would caveat that if you did teleport, you only can teleport there. You had to get away back. If you teleport to Hawaii, you got to fly back and get a boat or something like that. So it's a one-way ticket. Once you get back, you can do it again. You can teleport again.
So every time I get back to Columbus, I can do it. I'm on teleporting to work. I'm on teleporting to work. Man.
I still don't have one. I guess I just suck at this because I.
What, you never thought about what superpowers you always wanted as a kid?
No. I thought of the superhero that I wanted, who I wanted to be.
Then you want their powers if you want to be like.
Okay, well, Wonder Woman, you got everything.
All right,
she got super strength. She can
fly,
she can run fast.
I would say for yours, the side of that is.
Can't do nothing with Wonder Woman, honey.
Let me think.
The only thing with Wonder Woman, though, is she immortal.
You can only do it. You can only use those powers when you fasting. You can't eat.
I didn't think I ever seen Wonder Woman eat.
I'm saying because they don't show. You
she a god. She don't have to eat.
You don't see no superheroes eat. But as soon as you feel like I'm hungry or this or that,
you see Flash eat all the time.
I'm saying, but that's his character.
I know.
But as soon as you get hungry, your powers go away.
I'm with it.
Okay.
So you better get the fasting.
Next week, I think the topic is going to be
I don't even know.
For Black people. How do we listen? I'm saying this because I hear a lot of people, a lot of us blaming the man. Always blaming, and a lot of that is warranted. And yes, a lot of things were stolen, and yes, we understand, and yes, we got it. We all understand. But at some point, there has to be accountability and taking the initiative and accountability of what's going on with us. It's a candle that got to be burned from both ends. We want fairness in the justice system. We want fairness in there. But also, there are a lot of things out there that are available to us.
Right.
There's a lot of grants and schooling, ways to go to school, ways to do this, ways to open businesses that we still don't take advantage of either. And we still, woe is me. So it's a candle that has to be burned on both ends. So what can we do to improve our condition? How people perceive us, how other races perceive us, that we crying all the time. And I don't want to make it sound like that because some people have legitimate gripes.
Right.
But the perception is,
right.
We're crying all the time. We want handouts. We want people to give us something. Yeah. We want people to do a lot of these things. Wow. But what are we doing for us, by us, our intentions to get to change it? Yeah, for us. Yeah, for us, by us. What are we doing to change our situation? And how much ownership do we have to move the needle to the next level?
That's good. I think that's a good topic.
I feel like that's going to be another 2-week topic.
That's a good topic.
That's a
good topic.
That's one.
Chime in, y'all. Chime in.
But for now, that has been another episode of My Turn, My Truth, because when it was our turn, we told our truth, and that's just how we do.
See that little cap store going on the shoulders. Don't do that. They don't get mad.
It's a dance.
That's more than
y'all. We out.
Not to them.
Love y'all.
Thank y'all.